They should not be removing references to diversity, equity, and inclusion. They should not be defunding government programs like the National Institutes of Health and USAID that funded humanitarian organizations around the world. They are literally killing thousands of people with their incredibly inhumane policies.
What would you say to people that tell you, well, Trump just won a democratic election?
I would say that nothing he's doing now is what he campaigned on. So even people who voted for him are not getting what they voted for. With the tariffs, everyone has lost money. Eggs are not cheaper. They're not having a better life. So they should be even angrier than anyone else.
That's great, Alyssa.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Cheers. Let's see. Going to find a bloke now. Hi there, could we do a quick interview with you for BBC News?
I guess. What do you want to ask?
Well, we just want to ask what brings you to protest here today? Where are you from? What are the issues for you? Go ahead.
Okay.
Okay, great. Are you an expat, American?
Yes.
Okay, great. Just...
Thank you. Just says fine.
Okay, so just says fine, looking at me rather than the camera.
Yeah, that's fine.
Can I ask your name and how to spell it, please?
It's Michael Macy, M-A-C-Y.
And Michael, what's brought you here today?
Well, just my concerns about what's happening, well, certainly in the U.S., and its effect worldwide.
What are those concerns?
Well, I'm concerned about what I see as an erosion of the rule of law. There seems to be this tendency to ignore judicial decisions that just undermines the whole system. I'm concerned about that. I'm concerned about the dismantling of many aspects of the federal government which I think provide for people. I think governments have a responsibility, and the legislature had decided to provide services with those programs, and they're just now being dismantled. So there's many issues.
What would you say to all of your fellow Americans who voted for Trump? Didn't he just win the election?
He did, and that's democracy. And I would ask them, is this what you wanted? Is this what you expected? Is this what you voted for?
What do you think's happening that they didn't expect?
Well, I'm not sure. Many people expected different things. Some people were concerned about immigration. Some people were concerned about the price of eggs. Some people were concerned about what they saw as an erosion of particular values. So I think as Trump has acted quickly across many fronts on a lot of issues, you'd have to go back and have conversations with people and say, well, what did you voted for? What have you voted for? Is this what you had hoped for? And are you seeing things happen that you never expected or couldn't have imagined? And I don't know what the answers would be. I just ask the questions.
What's the mood within the expat community?
I think people are concerned. I think that certainly this last few days have raised a lot of issues, a lot of questions on how it's going to impact people not only here, not only Americans here, but everybody here, everybody around the world. I mean, I think the only country that hasn't had tariffs placed on it is Russia, I think. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure he covered pretty much everybody else.
Why do you think that is?
Well, I don't want to speak for the government. I'm not even sure I understand the logic behind putting tariffs on the island with only penguins, but the one answer I've heard, and I can only paraphrase, is that there are already so many sanctions on Russia and there's so little trade. But again, I don't understand the logic behind a lot of it.
Okay, Michael, thank you so much
Sure.
for your time. Thank you.
Yeah, no, my pleasure.
Thanks.
Because so many people
Hi there.
make a decision.
Sorry to interrupt. Would anyone like to do an interview for BBC News? Would you like to? Tell us about your banner?
I don't know if I would. I just am kind of a bit like, yeah, I would be like mask on and all that.
Don't worry, don't worry.
Thank you for asking.
Would you like to? Okay, no problem. Thank you.
To someone who would.
Yeah, would you? Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Okay.
We haven't had a young man yet, so if you've got a young man.
This is U.S. Federal Trade Commission. BBC.
Oh, hi there.
Interview with the BBC.
Would you like to do an interview with the BBC?
Of course.
Great, thank you. We're right there. Yeah, thank you. Okay, thanks for this. Sure. So there's just yeah, thank you. Great. Sorry, let's swap places. Thank you so much. There we go.
Okay.
Thank you. So just looking at me rather than
Oh,
the
okay.
camera. Can I ask your name and how to spell it and where you're from?
Okay. My name is Elizabeth Kelly. That's Kelly. Elizabeth with a Z. And I am originally from Connecticut. And I vote in the great state of Rhode Island now.
What organisation are you from and what brings you here today?
Well, I'm part of Indivisible London, but I'm also a certified voting assistance volunteer with the Federal Voter Assistance Program. And we have a website called votefromabroad.org. It is a public service provided by the Democratic Party Committee Abroad, enabling all overseas citizens to apply for their ballots so they can vote back in the elections back in the U.S.
What's your message today with the protest here?
My message is that our democracy is precious and sacred, and as U.S. citizens, we have an absolute duty to exercise it and do what we can do to make our democracy stronger. So that starts with making sure we vote and making sure overseas citizens don't realize they even have the right to vote. A lot of times they don't know how, and when they try, it's really hard. And so my message to overseas Americans is you can vote. Go to votefromabroad.org and we can help you vote. But it's more than just voting. We also have to be active citizens. We have to contact our legislators and make sure that they hear from us and that we let them know what we want them to do. And if they're doing a good job, we say thank you. I think it's really, really important that our legislators hear from us and that they act accordingly. And they will. A lot of people take our democracy for granted, and we can't take it for granted. So my message is vote and be an active citizen.
Hasn't Trump just won the election fair and square?
Oh, he's definitely was elected fairly, for sure. But a very important statistic is that 37% of over 18s did not vote. That was the biggest vote getter in the last election. And yes, Trump won of those who voted, but to me, I think the biggest travesty is that people feel so disempowered in our country that they think their vote won't matter. And there are very good reasons they think that. There's too much money in politics, their districts are gerrymandered, but the thing is, that can be changed. It's really important to vote at the state and local level, to influence the laws at the state level, to make sure that districts are fair, but it's also important at the national level because there will be elections coming up. There could be special elections that happen, and then there will be the midterms in 2026. And I have helped too many voters abroad who thought they were all set, but they weren't. So it's not too early to get ready for 2026.
Great, thank you, Elizabeth.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it. Elizabeth, there was another speaker, a man, a youngish man. Do you know where he is? Would he be able to do a quick interview?
I'll ask him.
I think he had a
I'll
white
go find
top
him.
on.
Yeah.
maybe?
Eric McElroy. Let me see if I can find him.
you.
We'll come back.
Thanks.
Eric, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thanks for coming. No, thank you.
See you in the next call.
But all the things are doing the same in America.
They are. They are. Everybody is. Might be being totally silly, but I care about people, voluntarily enlist. Yeah, I care about other people coming from the background. Hi there. Would you like to do a quick interview for BBC News?
Sure.
BBC News.
Yeah.
Are you over 16, over 18?
Yeah, I'm 18, he's 19.
Okay, great.
I just get you guys to this side.
Yeah, thank you. Should we do one at a time?
One at a time?
One at a time.
I think so. Yeah, I think so. Thank you.
Okay, that's good for me. Bye.
I'm looking for him.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that, Elizabeth. Thank you. He was a great speaker.
When you're ready.
Should we come a little bit closer? Is that
I
all
just
right?
split the difference.
Oh, sorry. Split the difference. Just move
Okay.
half a
Stand in
step.
front of me. You can just stand a bit in front.
Will do. Is that all right? Lovely. So just looking at me rather than the camera. Would
Okay.
Would it be better? Sorry, Philip. Would it be better if the gentleman took his cap off?
Would you mind? I know this
It's
is
just
Okay,
casting
sure.
a shadow on your face. Oh, that's great. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Do I hold, or no, I just talk to you?
Just
Okay.
look straight at me rather than the camera.
Okay.
So first of all, if I could ask your name and how you spell it.
I'm Alec, A-L-E-C. Do you need last name or no?
Yes, please.
Lebeau, L-E space B-A-U-T.
And where are you from, Alec?
I'm from north of Los Angeles, just outside the Los Angeles area.
Do you live here in the UK?
I do. I'm doing school here for about a year, and then I returned back to Boston.
What brings you to today's protest?
My mom actually sent me a link to this, the organization, the protests. So I thought I would come out here and see what it was about. I think it's been pretty interesting, a great experience for sure.
Why are people here? Why are you angry?
Kind of just frustrated with what's going on in Washington, D.C. Obviously, a lot's come out recently about the tariffs, but it's more than that. I think there's a lot of dissent towards the administration currently, and I think it's pretty prevalent. We can see it here in the protests that even people abroad are willing to actually get out and show how upset they are.
What worries you about what Donald Trump and Elon Musk are doing?
I think that the administration's actions towards our friends, our allies, has been particularly, I'd say, kind of scary towards the future. The U.S. has always been we've secured a lot of our allies for a long time, and now that we're taking a more America first, nationalistic approach, I think it's pretty scary for the future.
That's great. Thank you. Thank
Thanks.
you so much, Alec. Thank you.
Wait, did I cook?
I think you did, yeah.
Swap sides.
Yep, sure.
Okay, great. So if you look right at me, just